Thanks for staying with us. We're still reviewing Punch.
Yes, I have a story. Ex-Nigerian NSA linked to $1 million US horse farm. A new investigation by the Platform to Protect Whistleblowers in Africa has uncovered that a former Nigerian National Security Advisor purchased a 127-acre horse farm in South Carolina in 2002 using questionable funds. According to the report published on February 24, 2025, at the time of the purchase, the ex-NSA was the head of the Nigerian Security Printing and Minting Company, responsible for printing the nation's currency. The investigation, conducted in collaboration with the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, the Post and Courier in South Carolina, and the Houston Chronicle in Texas, revealed that the ex-NSA's wife applied for an American investor visa using the farm purchase as a basis. The report stated that in her application, she told the U.S. officials that the funds came from a $1 million lobbying contract the ex-NSA allegedly secured as head of Nigeria's minting to influence officials in Ghana on behalf of a Texas oil company. So the report added that the U.S. authorities rejected the visa application, citing concerns over the source of funds, though no further action was taken against the farm. So they rejected, but the farm was still there in their land. They were benefiting from it. Anyway, let's see how this investigation.
Okay, so the farm. Okay, go ahead, Waki.
Yeah, I took the story of the family of Tunji Braithwaite, who have said that he has condemned President Olusegun Obasanjo's comments about their patriarch. They said Braithwaite, it says the remarks were an attempt to rewrite history and diminish their father's lifelong commitment to opposing military rule and championing democratic values. Obasanjo had said he had made a comment about IBB, he shouldn't mind his critics, that he should just continue, that his book is very important. That he too, when he wrote his book, that Tunji Braithwaite had said it was, he said, a chronic critic of mine, Braithwaite, may he so rest in perfect peace, condemned my book. And he said he didn't even read it, but he condemned it. So when they asked him, he said any book written by Obasanjo should be condemned.
Wow. They will all be fine.
They will all don't turn it to the image of our patriarch. That's what the better family said.
That it was his first son, Olumide. Not his first son, it's not actually his first son, but his son, Olumide.
Okay.
But why are they all writing books up and down at this age?
Yes, now they need to document our history.
Aren't you happy to be reading and to be knowing what happened in the history?
Is that how you read about Singapore?
It's good, it's important for us to know, because you cannot go where you're going if you know where you're coming from.
But you see, my own problem with the book is, you are talking about Abacha, but Abacha is not there to defend himself.
Exactly.
You know? So everybody is just blaming Abacha.
Somebody else.
Whereas if Abacha had been alive, nobody go open mouth.
Former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele has demanded the withdrawal of Justice Rahman Oshodi of the Lagos State Special Offences Court in Ikeja from ongoing trial over the alleged $4.5 billion, $2.5 billion fraud leveled against him. Emefiele's legal team, led by Olalekan Ojo, SAN, accused the judge of bias and urged him to recuse himself from further proceedings. Since Nnamdi Kanu is asking the judge to recuse, everybody now is asking the judge to recuse themselves. So the request was made during the Monday's hearing at Special Offences Court in Ikeja. Justice Oshodi adjourned the matter till February 26th, which is tomorrow, to determine if he will withdraw himself from the case. Emefiele is facing 19 counts charge bordering on abuse of office, receiving gratification, and corrupt demands brought against him by the EFCC, and we'll see how that goes. Moving on now to Vanguard. Tax evasion, NLCTUC, NECA tackle Akpabio over comments. Kano APC chairmanship, minister threatens to resign and dump party. PDP crisis, court orders INEC to stay action on Anyanwu's sack. Lagos Assembly crisis, Miranda may step down as speaker. Wet season, farmers predict high food prices this year. Osun local government, Adeleke, APC lock horns over festering crisis. And why Nigeria suffered 5 military coups, says IBB. And Tinubu, not National Assembly, blocked my ministerial appointment, says El Rufai. Which story?
I wanted to take the high food prices, but I didn't see it, so I took another story inside the Vanguard. So this happened in Umuahia. Over 1,000 cosmetic, beauty and makeup accessories dealers in Ekumi Plaza, Aba, Abia State, have sent a Save Our Soul message to the state governor, that's Dr. Alex Oti, to appeal to the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, over the sealing of their business premises for over 2 weeks. So the Ekumi Plaza has a drug section located behind Ariaria International Market, Aba, and that was sealed 2 weeks ago by NAFDAC in the ongoing search for substandard and unregistered drugs in the market across the Federation. The dealers lamented that they have become victims of NAFDAC's operation against dealers of substandard and fake drugs because they share the same plaza with the Ekumi Plaza Patent and Proprietary Medicine Dealers Association. So they had to talk to newsmen. And they said the chairman of beauty, that's the chairman of beauty and hair making accessories in Ekumi Plaza, Mr. Chibuike Johnson Eze, said that they are not against the activities of NAFDAC, but the operation should be done with a human face and not seen as a form of punishment for innocent citizens who are not guilty. He said the Ekumi Plaza has about 1,000 shops. Out of that number, dealers of hair and beauty accessories occupy about 1,000. So they have about 1,300 shops. Dealers of hair and beauty occupy 1,000 shops, while the neighbors who are into the drugs have just about 300 shops. And he says he doesn't see any reason why people who are occupying 300 shops cannot be fished out directly instead of, using a blanket cover for everybody and then you lock up the shop for over 1,000 people who are selling hairs, beauty, cosmetics, and all of that. So they're roaming around looking for where to display their wares. They are not able to do their business. So they're appealing to the governor to get NAFDAC to focus on the people who are perpetrating this evil and leave the people who are innocent. They should find a way to separate it.
Okay, so I have the story of Lagos State Assembly. So according to the report, there are strong indications emerged that the Speaker of the Lagos State Assembly might have to step down. Princess Mojisola Miranda is likely to step down for either Mr. David Sechonji or Wale Rauf to lead the assembly. According to the leaders of the APC, including its former national chairman Bisi Akonde, Chief Bisi Akonde, and former Ogun State Governor Olusegun Oshoba, and quite a number of others, they stepped up to mediate in this assembly crisis. So if you recall, Miranda was elected speaker back in January 13th after Mudashiru Obasa was removed over alleged corruption allegations. Now, Obasa has since challenged his removal in court, arguing that the due process was not followed. Now, the leaders are now considering other factors, saying that since Obasa, since the speaker, the current speaker, Miranda, and the current state government are from the same region in Lagos State, so it's only right for them to move to pick leaders from either the east or the west part of Lagos State, Lagos West, to lead the assembly. So they are considering these two gentlemen. David Sotonji is currently the chief whip of the House, while Rauf has been a lawmaker since 2019, and either of them might have to replace, according to this report, although 36 out of 40 lawmakers had passed a vote of confidence in Miranda to lead the House of Assembly. And see how that goes. It will be
very disappointing, Sha, if they remove her.
Yes.
Very disappointing because first of all, she's the first woman.
Well celebrated.
Secondly, I think she was voted overwhelmingly. So what? Because it's just
those issues of representation. Saying that because if Abasa was in this certain area,
they can pick the deputy to be from the west, Lagos West, and leave her there.
That's true. Okay, so I have the story of the minister who threatened to resign from Kano State. They said the Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development, Yusuf Atta, threatened to resign his ministerial appointment and dump the APC if the party retains its current chairman, Abdullahi Abbas, ahead of 2027 general election. He said that that they lost the reason why they lost the election in 2023 is because of the activities of the leadership of the APC of him, and that his leadership should remain. If his leadership remains, that he will resign, and also that is his position. And he was now saying that the reason is because of his utterances and his unguarded statements about the leadership. He also went ahead and said that the Abbas said he's not a member of the party, but he came out to say that I have been a member of APC from inception. I bought form and contested for House of Representatives. When did I cease to be a member of APC? That question should be tailored to him, and that he should just stay out of, because of all the things he says. He has been saying so many nasty things about about him and APC. So if he remains, that he's going to resign and he will continue.
So I took the story that none of you will take about Super Eagles.
I've been noticing you be taking sports lately. What happened?
You want to get into sports again?
Okay, go ahead.
The papers.
So they said the Super Eagles coach will be breathing a sigh of relief because Fisayo Dele Bashiru, who is the midfielder and got injured in his last game against Venezia, I think it's Italian, during the 40th minute. So he had to be taken off the field, but they have said it's only a mild injury. After, he will miss 2 games, but he will be okay. It's just, so he will actually play for Nigeria in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers match in March.
Okay, are you happy now? You feel fulfilled.
Yes.
Taking sports. Our final paper, we may not take it. Tribune. APC has left me, says El Rufai. Police begin probe as residents claim 22 killed in Edo crisis. Osho APC local government chairman workers ultimatum to resume. Why Nigerian Tribune was among the first to be granted interview upon my assumption of offices Babangida and Adebanjo for burial May 3rd. Okay. We have to run any popping story that's really important? None? Okay.
No.
I just wanted to take the quickly. I won't take the story. The Edo residents clash in Edo State. I think is very the farmers are being attacked by militants. Some were killed. Many were killed. Police are investigating, but I think the Edo State governor should pay attention to this crisis. It's really bad.
Okay. That's all we can take on Front Page Review this morning. When we come back, move on to our hot topic of today. But first, we have our guests from Roulette Properties. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.